Unless she put it in his hand, the mountain would only continue to get higher. A black envelope amid the more businesslike white collection caught her eye, and she pulled a face. That one had been sitting there for close to 2 weeks. She carried it out along with the rest and dropped them in front of him. "Oh, Ta. Who was on the phone?" he asked. "Wrong number, I think." She sat down beside him. "What's the black one?" A flicker of irritation flashed across his face. He shrugged, got to his feet. "Just something from an old school friend." "Who is this old friend?" she pressed, because his reaction was odd. "Not someone I want to renew ties with." He dropped a kiss on her forehead. "I'd better get moving." "Do you have to start this early today?" She caught him behind the neck before he could straighten, pressed her lips to his. "I could make breakfast or—" "Which?" he groaned, removing her hand before kissing her fingers. "You know I do, and you need to look over that catalogue." She sulked into her coffee. "I'll make it up to you later." He leant in and kissed her until her toes curled. "We've got forever to look forward to lazy breakfasts." "Okay, but take your mail." She reluctantly finished her own coffee as he scooped up the letters and his cup and disappeared into the house. She heard his car start up, the engine noise fading as he headed down the drive towards their winery. She stretched, took one last appreciative look over the grounds, over what they'd achieved in just 5 short years. Forever, she thought, sounded just perfect. Callie started on the catalogue right away, eating a slice of toast as she altered prices and checked her calculations. Assuming her assistant, Paisley, did get back today, she'd have her give it a final once-over before sending it out. She scanned emails and online bookings and paid the latest assortment of bills, then, satisfied the office work was under control, decided to reward herself with time in the garden. She snatched her cap from the stand by the door and tucked her hair up underneath, then walked out into the sunshine. After a quick trip to the gardening shed, she pointed the wheelbarrow towards the wide, winding drive lined with rose hedges. Most of the roses were finished and required deadheading. White blooms looked so lovely, but the brown mess that was replacing them did not. She worked quickly, humming to herself. "That's quite a job you've got ahead of you," a friendly voice remarked. "Mrs. Bates, good morning," Callie said to the woman staying in room 5. "How are you enjoying your weekend?" "Everything's perfect, dear, which is why we come back every year. Well, that, and to restock the wine cellar," Mrs. Bates said, eyes full of fun. "Are you sure you wouldn't like me to make you some breakfast this morning?" "Oh, we're eating on the fly, but I'll take you up on one of your delicious omelettes tomorrow." "No problem." "The gardens always look so beautiful here. You do a remarkable job." "I enjoy it," Callie said. "Landscaping used to be my job, but then I married and—" She smiled, adding a little lift of her shoulders. "Plans changed." "Well, I just think that's wonderful. A husband to love you, a beautiful home and business, and all these incredible gardens to play with. You're living a fairy tale." "I pinch myself occasionally," Callie agreed. "How is Gerard doing?" "Getting fat," Mrs. Bates said of her son. "Being one of the top food critics in the country certainly doesn't help the waistline. Did you happen to catch his review of that new restaurant down the road from here?" "Yes," Callie said, and bit down on her grin. "It was a little rough." "It was abysmal," Mrs. Bates corrected. "I told him he would have been better off coming here." Callie laughed. "For bacon and eggs." Mrs. Bates chuckled and gently touched a still fresh flower. "Oh, I do love these roses. I have a few at home. Haven't managed to find one quite as incandescently white as this one, though. These are icebergs. Make sure I give you some cuttings before you leave." Mrs. Bates' face